If you are feeling overlooked and not taken seriously and not respected for your value and your skills at the office or in your workplace or in your career, well, there's a reason for that. And I'm going to share a couple of things with you that I really believe can help you to move from that to being promoted, to actually being invited for the promotion, from going from being overlooked for the promotion time and time again to being invited to it. Like I have clients who go through that on a regular basis. A lot of people make the mistake of thinking that fashion is fickle and that personal style and looking good is just a pursuit in vanity. And it's just if you want to look like the shizners, then get all dressed up and then who do you think you are? I mean, nobody else is dressing that way. For goodness sake, we're working from home these days, right? I mean, what's the point? Nobody sees you. Well, first point, you just called yourself a nobody. But let's not go there for a minute, okay? That's a whole other conversation for another time. And if we haven't met, my name is Linda. I'm the founder of Linda Page, a brand that is empowering and equipping women with powerful confidence to the power of personal style, taking them from their frumpy, frustrated, overlooked status quo to a bold, confident, beautiful tomorrow through the Ferrari that is in your closet. Why do I call it that? Well, let's have a look at the world that we live in just for a minute. It's not black and white or navy. It's not muted. It's not gray, dull tones, and it's not dull in any way. We were designed into a world. We're not of this world. I believe we are in this world. And it is a beautiful, vivacious, powerful, interesting, creative, ever-changing, colorful world, which, if you think about it for a minute, tells you, well, maybe you need to be interesting, ever-changing, evolving, learning, growing, colorful, and creative yourself, right? If that's the world we live in, and that's how the world moves around, and that's how things happen, and then you need to be ahead of the curve, or you're going to be left behind. So let's go back to you being potentially right now, you're overlooked, you're not taken seriously, you're not being respected for the woman that you are, right? On the inside, you are all of those things that you have built and worked hard to do. You have value. You're the one who would often get to the office first and leave last. You've done studies, you've worked harder, you've researched stuff, you've really applied yourself to your position. You've worked hard building relationships with your colleagues and your employers and service providers and clients and suppliers. You have invested a lot to become the woman that you are today in the marketplace, a woman of value, someone who can bring something powerful and valuable to the table, right? And that's not yet even touching on all the traits inside of you, which is loyalty and commitment and excellence and all of those things that are inside of you. Yet, the world doesn't see inside of you as you step into a room, right? Think about it. As you get onto a Zoom call, the world doesn't see, oh, inside of Linda is a spirit of excellence and a determination, par none, and wow, she's tenacious, just look at her. And oh my gosh, look at that long track record with so-and-so, she's obviously loyal. They don't see that inside of you. They don't see through you. And there's not that X-ray vision factor that they can see inside of you to see the power and the beauty inside of you. It is your responsibility to communicate on the outside that which is on the inside. I'm going to say that again so that you catch it the second time around. It is your responsibility to communicate on the outside that which is on the inside. So if you are someone who says or ever has said, this is me, take it or leave it, what you see is what you get. I don't have to dress up to prove my worth. Well, honey, they are leaving it. They're not taking it, they are leaving it. And you don't even know how many opportunities you are missing in life, personally and both professionally. Let me tell you something. The world is looking for confident, strong, successful, committed, interesting, inspiring women to be an ambassador for their brand, for them to invest in and go the long haul, to build a partnership where both parties will benefit and they can get something amazing out into the world, learn and grow as we go, and continue and pass that on to the next generation. The world is not looking for a woman who just says, I'm awesome, and I have all of these skills that you say that you need for this job, but I'm not going to dress up for it. And don't expect that, because what you see is what you get. Because you may not have said that out loud, but if you've ever thought it, then they are hearing it. How? Through what you wear. What you wear impacts everything in life. It impacts your money. It impacts your marriage. It impacts your single status. It impacts your mojo, your energy. It impacts your moods and your emotions. It impacts your parenting. It impacts the cleanliness or not of your home. It impacts your productivity. What you wear impacts everything. So think about it for a minute. Why is there something that we have to do every single day if it's not important? We have to dress up every day. Every day, sometimes twice, sometimes thrice a day, we have to get dressed. Have you ever stopped to think, why did God put something there that I have to do every day? Every day. And I hate it. I hate shopping. I don't like it. It's frustrating. I don't know what to buy. And I've got a closet full of clothes, yet I have nothing to wear. Have you ever stopped to think about that? Listen, you can run for as long as you like. You can argue until you go blue in the face. The fact of the matter is that what you wear impacts everything. And it is your responsibility to dress in a way that reflects on the outside the woman that is on the inside. And those women who get that, those are the ones out there living the life more so than they ever thought possible. How do I know? Because I'm one of those women. I had two things going for me when I was young. I started work at 17, no money, no car, no home, no nothing. I had two things going for me. Number one, I'm very action oriented. I always have been. I have been a bold action taker. It's often got me in trouble in life, and it's often got me really, really far in life. I'm a bold action taker, most particularly if there is something that I feel fearful of or something that is that I'm scared of. I have no choice. I have to go in that direction. I have to conquer it. The alternative is giving into this thing and going to sleep every night knowing that I've given in. I haven't even tried. I have no option. I'm compelled to go in that direction. So there I go. I go where angels fear to tread, as the saying goes. Number two, I knew how to dress well from a very young age. Had an encounter when I was 10 years old that I really believe is a God-given gift. And by the time I was 17, I had started teaching myself. I had started studying men and women, and I started looking around. And one of the common denominators they had was they dressed really well, smartly, strongly, boldly, confidently, and successfully. So I started copying them. I spent all of my money on clothing because and for a while I had to fake it until I made it. And that's not, I don't recommend that lifestyle. That's what produces a lot of gray hair and a lot of early years. I was 27 when I went gray. Don't recommend that. So that's one of the things I talk about in my program is dress to connect. When you learn how to dress to connect with the woman who you are, you connect with yourself first, then those around you. That is style next level. That is next level style and confidence. But that is also another conversation for another time. So if you are in an office or a professional environment and you are done being overlooked and you're done being not taken seriously for the position that you have, whether you're in management or the position that you should be in, because you really believe that you have the skills to do the job, could it just be that you don't look the part? You have to ask yourself that question. You may know the answer already. You might have gone, yep, I'm watching this and this is confirmation. Well, I hope this confirmation is going to get you to go to lindapage.com, watch the video, book a call with me and take action. Because how much more confirmation do you need? How much more praying, thinking, journaling, meditating, ruminating, praying do you need? You don't need more. You need action. And so if you don't look the part with regards to the company that is looking to fulfill this position, a brand ambassador of their own, someone who's going to raise up others, someone who's going to actually achieve the goals that they set out for this person to achieve, someone who's going to inspire those and motivate them to go in the right direction and go after the vision that the company has. If you don't look the part, it's not going to work. You are going to be overlooked, and rightly so. Because why would they, excuse me, go for someone who is not willing to make an effort to put her best foot forward? Why would they go for someone who in a world that we live in right now, where information and education it just abounds, why would they go for a woman, excuse me, who hasn't yet at the age of what, 20-something, 30-something, 40-something, 50-something, 60-something, realized that how she dresses is really, really, really important? This is on you, my friend. This is on you. So if you feel like this message is for you today, and you're feeling convicted, and there's a bit of a sting there, that's called conviction, usually stings, then the good news is this: style is just a skill. Don't use money or time or lack of knowledge or lack of skills as an excuse anymore to be the woman who's got such major value on the inside, but none on the outside. Because especially if you're a woman of faith, let me tell you something, your inside is not disconnected from your outside. You are one complete, whole, supreme being. And we are to get up, dress up, and be a bold light on a hill, put our best foot forward, arise and shine. We're kings in the marketplace. We are a royal priesthood. We're a set-apart nation, right? If you're a woman of faith, right? That's what the scriptures says. So if that's the case, then the king's daughter cannot look like a pauper. It doesn't add up. So most especially if you are a woman in faith and you're being overlooked for these promotions and you're not being taken seriously and you feel like you're just treading water and chugging along, it is time to arise and shine. It is time to learn how to get up, dress up, and be a bold light on a hill. I have client after client after client who have been in senior corporate positions for a long time, but just couldn't get past the following barrier, the following ceilings, and the one thing that they eventually made after years and years was learning how to dress well, learning how to put their best foot forward, learning how to build a beautiful wardrobe on a budget customized to their lifestyle and their profession and their personality, and bam, interesting. The promotions come, interesting. The business opportunities come, interesting. The proposals sometimes come. And I don't just mean business proposals, I mean romantic proposals as well. I don't guarantee the money and I don't guarantee the man, but they do arrive on the scene. So you've got to give this some serious thought and ask yourself, how serious am I about living the life that I know that I can really live? More money, more confidence, more influence, more enjoyment, more fulfillment, and being more involved in the projects that you know that you can influence, and simply just have to learn how to dress well. Because I was 17 years old when I learned the power of personal style, personally firsthand, not with just observing it. I had no business being on some of the business projects that I was invited onto, but you know what the feedback was? Linda, you're looking the strongest and the sharpest in this whole group of applicants. You're the least qualified, you're the youngest, and you're the least educated. That was almost always the case. But we can teach you the things you need to know. We cannot teach everyone else. We don't have time to teach everyone else here how to dress. So we're taking you, and this is what you've got to do. Here's how we will invest in you. And that was the partnership that was bred often, over and over and over again. Noticed, recruited, promoted, headhunted, proposed to, because I was wearing red. No kidding. My story with my husband is red to red. I was wearing red, and that's how he noticed me. So he may not have if I wasn't wearing red. And I was wearing black and navy along with all the other women on the balcony that day. So here's the deal. It is time for the value on the inside of you to be recognized on the outside. You will be shocked at the influence you have on those around you by simply learning the power of personal style. You will thank me later, and I will say you're welcome, and we will have a glass of champagne over your success. You need to make the decision today, not tomorrow, not this afternoon, today, right now, listening to this because you know that this is for you. It is time for you to be recognized and to be respected and appreciated for the woman of substance, style, and strength that you are. The beauty and the value and the amazing value that you can bring to the table for the company you work with, or for the family you work with, or for the brand that you work with, or for the business idea that you have. It is time for you to be recognized for that. And it's on you, my friend. It's on you that you've not been recognized yet. But here's the good news. Style is just a skill. And it is a message and a powerful language all of its own that will tell anybody who sees you, this is a woman who has experience. This is a woman who has wisdom, discernment, and some value, some skills. This is a woman who knows what she's doing. This is a woman who I probably need to get to know to either do life with or do business with. So this is for you. Go to www.lindapage.com, go and watch the case study video, book a call with me, and let's get serious about connecting that which is on the outside with that which is on the inside. And you will see just what a powerful difference that can make to your whole life.